Welcome YouTube. Today we're going to be doing a death battle. Today we're going to be doing John Wick versus James Bond. Off the bat, who I think I would win, which, how do I say this? I'm trying not to be biased here, but I grew up on the 007 games. Especially the one with multiplayer, or not multiplayer, split screen, there you go. Where you could PvP each other with a mini tank, a mini helicopter and everything. Was it GOOO? I don't remember what it was called. And I remember playing it a lot. And I might be a little biased here. I have not seen any of the new movies for James Bond. But I'm gonna have to say James Bond. Because that guy can do some crazy shit. As good as John Wick is, I'm gonna have to be a little biased. Just a little biased. Just a little biased and say it's gonna be James Bond that comes on. Just saying. Don't be mad. I'm just saying.
James Bond, the world-famous secret agent 007.
John Wick, the legendary hitman who did the impossible.
Whether they fly solo or operate on behalf of the government, the world is filled with professional killers of all shapes and sizes.
But which one of cinema's super assassins is packing Parabellum, and which one will live to die another day? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. From the shores of Crab Key to the crap stables of Casino Royale,
yes,
from
James
Russia with
Bond.
love to Moonraker at the edge of outer space,
Yep.
no man has saved the world more times than Bond.
James Bond.
James
He's
Bond.
the OG action hero, the slickest Scot there ever was.
Call me Bond. James Bond.
Oldest warrior of the swingin' 60s.
After a climbing accident in the French Alps took his parents, the young James studied abroad and graduated to the Ministry of Defense, just in time for World War II.
He rose through the ranks, quickly becoming a commander of the Royal Navy. And when you find the thing you're good at, in his case wanting murder, never do it for free.
So, after the war, James decided on Her Majesty's Secret Service and became a special agent of MI6. And they were so impressed, he was given his first 2 state-sanctioned assassinations. With this baptism in blood, Bond was granted the legendary 00 status and a license to kill with impunity.
As the premier defender.
You know what that reminds me of, chat? License to Kill? It reminds me of, hold on, let me find it. Alright, let me go ahead and then do this and this. Okay. This reminds me of, this reminds me of, here it is. This reminds me of Patrick's fishing license. Patrick has a fishing license for no reason. What does that imply? He's legally allowed to kill? I'm just saying.
of the West, Agent 00.
Patrick might be James Bond of the ocean. I'm just reaching, but I'm just saying.
07 is a jack of all trades when it comes to kicking commie ass and terrorist ass. And basically everyone's ass for the past 60 years. From the novels to the movies to the comics and games, he's been rebooted tons of times, but they're all still Bond.
Bond is a master of infiltration, disguise, acrobatics, driving, diving, skiing, boating, climbing, horseback riding, airplane pilot, swordsman, knife fighter, knife thrower, people thrower.
And deadliest of all, gamer. Bond carries his classic Walter PPK, among the world's first successful double-action semi-automatic pistols. While it only carries 9 rounds, its small size makes it optimal for concealment.
And a microdermal sensor in the grip coded to Bond's fingerprint means only he can fire it.
It even comes with unique ammo that breaks apart upon entry and creates 8 exit wounds, traveling like a bullet.
Them hollow points.
But hitting like a shotgun.
Especially deadly considering Bond has the golden eye of an expert marksman. Able to take out a room of armed guards in a single second, or shoot the fuel tank of a helicopter from a speeding boat a quarter of a mile away.
He's just as deadly disarmed. Bond combines multiple martial arts like judo, boxing, Krav Maga, Muay Thai, and Jiu-Jitsu, allowing him to keep up even when outnumbered.
This mix of styles is likely the Welsh self-defense system known as Gushinkwai, which is taught by the modern Special Air Service.
Though that all pales in comparison to his greatest ability.
He's got
Banging,
riz,
laying down
boy.
pipe.
Man,
He's so proficient at
is-
seduction, it actually feels more like a superpower.
Look, we're not kidding. He once seduced a female assassin sent to kill him so thoroughly, she threw herself in front of the bullet meant for him. She knew him for less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes Bond does
Man's got the riz, bro.
stuff I can only describe as superhero shit. Look at
Yeah?
this. So why not follow that impulse and give him some superhero gadgets too?
Developed by MI6's resident quartermaster, Q, Bond's spy gadgetry often
This is what I mean. This is what I mean that James Bond is gonna win. Why? Because at some point they kind of no, not at some point. They ditched the realism and they went more sci-fi gadgets. John Wick doesn't have any of this stuff. He's not gonna be able to keep up because his shit is more or less grounded in realism compared to this type of gadgetry that's just so more advanced.
complements his knack for problem solving and quick thinking.
He's got a pen that'll explode after 3 clicks and disarm after a 4th, an Omega Seamaster watch that can shoot a laser beam, a cigarette that fires a miniature rocket, and C4 toothpaste that can be remotely detonated. Probably a safer bet than that pen, especially if you're a compulsive clicker like me. Wait, was I on 3 or 4?
Throw it.
He also
Throw
occasionally
it.
wears a lightweight bulletproof vest, as well as a garrote wire for quiet kills and a grappling hook hidden within his belt buckle.
That's only the semi-normal shit. He's carried earbuds that give him super hearing, X-ray shades, ultrasonic cufflink grenades, a stun gas keychain, a cell phone taser, exploding remote-controlled drones, a nanosuit that turns him completely invisible, and a frigging jetpack. You've gotta have a hell of a pair of thunderballs to piss off a crazy Scot riding one of those.
But his greatest weapon is the one, the only,
His dick!
the Aston Martin DB5.
Oh, I thought,
He's not wrong though.
I thought we were still talking about him. Never mind. This absolute beauty isn't just good looks. She's packing front-mounted machine guns, oil slicks, smoke screens, and of course, the ejector seat.
Yeah.
Oh, and good luck trying to break in. This baby is insanely bulletproof. Like, just look at this. It won't stop. Still going. Still going.
Q has provided numerous vehicles over the years with ever more insane features, like a submarine transformation, light-bending holograms, and a remote control built into Bond's phone.
God, just look at him, living his best life. And why wouldn't he? He's a globe-trotting ladies' man with the UK Treasury as his personal credit card.
Oh,
He's got the
imagining
world in the
harpoons.
palm of his hand.
But for some, the world is not enough. Though Bond's iterations may vary, one thing remains throughout. Behind that debonair smile and British wit is a broken, soulless shell. A man only good for killing.
I guess it's no surprise that a dude who smokes up to 70 cigarettes a day and routinely drinks enough to enter a coma might have a death wish.
Now, James wasn't always like this. Not long after getting his 00, he found love, and loved so much he left the Secret Service behind.
Oh
But there
no,
are some
he
lives
died.
you can't
I mean,
escape,
she died.
and
She
some
died.
lives you can't save, no matter how hard you try. Sometimes all that's left is to kill the love inside you until all that matters is revenge.
There's no denying Bond's psychopathic tendencies. He's killed hundreds of enemy combatants over his career and might just enjoy the act of torture.
But what makes me respect him is he never forgets a pun afterward.
All that hate and regret wrapped up into one man with nothing to live for. The perfect assassin for a dying empire.
Bond is strong enough to hold his own against superhuman henchmen like Oddjob and Jaws, who can lift a van off the ground.
He survived being blasted by a Stinger missile, falling hundreds of feet into a river, and having his eggs scrambled.
At his best, he's even fast enough to dodge gunfire nearly point blank and missiles while in free fall and still shoot people. This is the superhero shit
No.
we were talking about.
How did
Time
not
and
just
time again,
happen?
he's outsmarted criminal masterminds like Dr. No, Goldfinger, and Scaramanga, the man with the golden gun. He's even bested the worst of them all, his arch nemesis, the international terrorist, Blofeld.
In 2 different timelines, no less. And plot twist, in the second, Blofeld was Bond's long-lost adopted brother. which if I recall correctly also happened in Austin Powers. But that's why we love the old Scottish so-and-so. Who else could escape a giant space laser by kite surfing on a tsunami? What more can we say about 007? He's got the best job in the business, and nobody does it better.
Yep.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Babbel.
It's days like these I wish I could say
Skip.
screw up, like really badly, like make the worst mistake ever.
You killed the one
so
man,
bad
or
you're
not
just
killed.
for the rest
Not
of your
killed. You killed the one dog you shouldn't have.
life.
Yes.
Not that you should kill any dogs, but still, you get my point.
Let's lay out a hypothetical. You see a car that you like, but its owner won't sell. So, you follow him home, beat him senseless, steal his car, and kill his dog.
The dog his beloved wife gifted him after she died very recently.
Yes.
So yeah, pretty
Ow.
big mistake.
And this man, well, he just happens to be the single deadliest assassin in the entire world.
He may be called Baba Yaga, but he's not the boogeyman. He's the one you sent to kill the goddamn boogeyman, John Wick. So yeah, that's one pretty huge mistake.
The full story of this specter is almost non-existent, but rumor has it he was trained by the Ruskaroma crime syndicate from a young age, before moving to America and making a name for himself in its criminal underworld.
Terrifying enough to scare the living daylights out of even the most hardened murderers.
Wick is a master martial artist, combining several schools into an all-purpose fighting style that focuses on maximum efficiency with minimal effort.
Almost no one who has fought him directly has lived to tell the tale. So which specific forms he practices are for his eyes only. So why don't we look at the martial arts used to prepare for the movies by everyone's favorite immortal, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, the
Reeves
blessing of a
combines
man.
Sambo, Aikido, Judo, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for defensive joint locks, throws, and wrestling moves to avoid as much damage to himself as possible while using his opponent's own weight against them.
Though his go-to is Krav Maga, which is designed to take all the best moves from various martial arts to make the ultimate fighting style.
While most martial arts are designed with other purposes in mind, like exercise, Krav Maga's entire goal is basically murder.
And boy, if that isn't Wick to a T.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
his
yeah,
hands,
yeah,
literally anything can be a deadly weapon. Knives, swords, books, his belt. Shit, he once took out 3 guys with a pencil. A
Ah, my
number 2
ear.
pencil.
My
and
neck.
Thanks to John's precise understanding of the human body,
Ah.
he can target weak points and vital organs
That's
with
my fear, to die with a knife slit to the throat. That's my fear. So watching that, oh.
ease.
But thanks to the Continental, he doesn't have to rely on writing utensils to execute his victims.
Imagine a chain of hotels around the world that serve as a front for a whole underground society of assassins. He can consult the wine steward's robust selection.
Pistols, revolvers, submachine guns, assault rifles, shotgun, plastic explosives, it's all on the menu.
Though Wick prefers his Heckler & Koch P30L, a polymer-framed semi-automatic handgun that holds 15 rounds of 9x19 Parabellum.
Which he wields like an artist does a paintbrush. Wick can empty entire rooms full of enemies before they can blink, once even taking out 7 armed guards in only 3 seconds.
He's the definition of accurate, almost never missing a shot, and that includes on horseback and motorcycle back. If he's got a view to a kill, you can bet he's taking it.
And he comes literally dressed to kill with his perfectly tailored, tactically lined suit jacket that is completely bulletproof. Even repeated gunshots from close range do nothing to him.
It also helps him blend into the shadows for some sick stealth kills.
Hey,
and
they
even
look
disappear in
fashionable,
plain sight
too.
Like the goddamn
Just like
Batman.
mine.
Wick eventually joined the Tarasov mob and quickly became one of their top enforcers, a grim reaper who hunted their enemies with divine prejudice.
But maybe this angel of death was more human than we first thought. After years of being a badass, Wick wanted out of the mob to get married to the love of his life and retire. Wow, I wonder how that first date conversation went. Man, she must have really fallen for him. I guess he put the ass in assassin.
So his boss gave him an impossible task. He could leave if he wiped out every last one of the
51,
mob's
52,
enemies
53,
in a
54,
single
55,
night.
56, 70,
Which he
89,
did,
70,
because human or no,
Screw you.
he's still
Screw
John.
you! Screw you! I was counting all of them. I was at 63, and then you started spamming that bitch. Screw you! You made me waste my time here.
Wick.
And he lived happily ever after. Well, until his former boss's snot-nosed son screwed up. Like, really badly. Great job, Theon. You never miss.
that wasn't just some dog, but a semblance of hope, the opportunity to grieve unalone, his last tether to a happy life. So Wick was back with a vengeance, prepared to kill every last person that got in his way until the whole of New York's criminal underworld had been razed by his bloody crusade. Over the course of the 3 movies, which span only about 2 weeks, Wick left over 300 bodies in his wake.
300. Running into him is like seeing the sky fall. You're going to die. There's no escape. He survived being stabbed, rammed by cars, shot in the stomach, blown up, mutilated, and knocked off of a 10-story building, all within a fortnight.
Oh, and somewhere in there he found the energy to trek through the Saharan desert. And it's not like his injuries from the previous movie had time to heal, or the ones from the movie before that.
We cannot emphasize this enough. John Wick is unstoppable.
He's strong enough to toss around full-grown men, snap bone, and body slam 2 assassins through a bulletproof glass floor.
Wick absolutely annihilated his former Tarasov employers, the Neapolitan crime family, Kimura, and fended off an international army of assassins attacking him at random, one after the other, every few minutes.
Even after being declared excommunicado by the Continental, bereft of his former resources, he killed every last soldier sent after him by the High Table.
With barely a quantum of solace to rest. Like we said, completely unstoppable. Outgunned, outmanned, it doesn't matter. John Wick lost everything in the world that meant anything to him, and that means he won't stop killing until there's no one left, or he dies trying. And good freaking luck with that! This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Mint Mobile.
After you got mad.
We'll die for a death battle!
Oh! All right, let's see. I'm still going with James Bond. I'm sorry, James Bond, you got this.
Is
I
not
believe
one
in
to
you.
be taken lightly. Be careful, 007, and happy hunting.
Your concern is always touching, Q. Vodka martini, shaken, not stirred.
Not
What
stirred.
can I get you, man? Drinks are on me.
I prefer to be alone.
Unfortunately, I wasn't asking, Baba Yaga. Now you can come with me, or we can do this here.
Killing isn't permitted on company grounds.
Lucky me.
Oh, God. Where are they going? You got this, James. You got this, James.
Seems you've got me at a disadvantage. You won't mind giving a dead man walking one last smoke?
What does MI6 want with me?
Your reputation precedes
That's the
you.
missile.
I'll
That's
be sure
the
to
missile.
keep up.
No,
Missile
you
cigarette.
won't.
Yep, there it is. Missile cigarette. It's fist. Yo. Oh no! Come on, James. James, use your fighting styles. Come on. Oh. Oh fuck. Oh, not the pen death. 2, 3. 3, 3, 3. That's 3, 3, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. It's gonna blow.
To be entirely honest, I lost count.
Yep. Oh, that's a custom pistol too. This car? Oh fuck. Not the Gatling guns. You know what? You know what? I can see this happening. This is still on brand for both movies. I could 100% see this happening. This is a fight scene if I've ever seen one. Oh fuck! No, James, my boy. Wait a minute. He would be the type to. Oh! Come on, James. Don't make Wick suffer. Don't make Wick suffer.
What comes around goes around, as they say.
Oh, I think he's gonna die. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go, James! I'm surprised he survived that
Come in.
knife.
What's the mission status?
Smashing. Positively smashing.
Oh, do grow up, 007.
I was scared. I was scared for my boy James. I thought he died with that knife.
Yo! I never thought Wick could lose, but I guess I'll never say never again. Though his skills and brutal tenacity would have saved Wick initially, against James Bond, you only live twice.
You mean once, right?
I know what I said.
Well, despite all that, Wick met his match in Agent 007.
And match is the optimal word here. Wick may have been an expert martial artist, but Bond has actually practiced several of the same styles Wick has, and has been shown to be just as skilled a fighter, even defeating master martial artist himself.
Wick's ability to shatter a floor of bulletproof glass definitely makes him superhumanly strong, but Bond has fought off similarly powerful henchmen in the past.
Right.
And while Wick's speed and accuracy with the gun may look unbeatable, Bond's is just as impressive.
He's landed accurate shots just as well as Wick ever has, but more importantly, he has a faster quick draw.
That's right, despite being played by Neo himself, Wick has never dodged bullets. Bond, on the other hand, has, and that superior speed gave him an edge in both close-quarter combat and on the draw.
Though since both had body armor, the fight probably wasn't going to be won by guns alone. And that's where Bond held his biggest advantage.
His gadgets.
gadgets.
Yeah.
There was no way Wick would see an exploding pen or a laser watch coming, and that's the whole point of Bond's gadgets. They're seemingly normal, everyday objects that'll take his enemy by surprise.
Given time, Bond has always used these to come up with game-winning strategies, even against numerically superior foes, especially with his more absurd technology like the invisible nanosuit and remote-controlled explosive drones.
Yeah.
Wick's endurance might be mind-blowing, but he isn't invincible.
He can keep fighting even on death's door, but the deadliness of Bond's trick weapons would not have given him that option.
Diamonds are forever, but against someone just as skilled with an arsenal straight out of science fiction, Wick's luck definitely wasn't. Bond may have been the spy who loved me, but against Wick, he was going to live and let die. And you can bet tomorrow never dies. Nailed it.
Do
Look,
one more.
I just had to fit the last
Do
few
one
movies
more.
in, okay?
Do one
Oh,
more.
Wait, shit, I forgot about Octopussy.
Yeah, there you go.
The winner is Bond. James Bond. Hey, if you want more...
That was good. I like that one. Oh my god. Yay. All right, Bond won. Let's fucking go. I'm happy with that one. All right. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to James Bond vs. John Wick. Obviously, Bond won. You know, that was... I called it from the beginning. My man had better stats and, like, accomplishments than Wick. Not that Wick is bad. I'm just saying, Bond's just way better. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time, and see you later, my lost souls. Bye-bye.